Breaking NASCAR news, as expected, after 16 seasons in NASCAR, Stewart-Haas Racing is closing its doors. Let's talk about it. Since 2009, Stewart-Haas Racing has captured several victories, captured multiple championships, they've housed Hall of Fame drivers, and so much more. Going into the season, there was a lot of uncertainty. The organization was bringing in underfunded drivers in Josh Berry and Noah Gragson. They lost major sponsorship with Anheuser-Busch and Smithfield. The team underwent an entire rebrand coming off a rather disappointing season in the Cup Series, while their Xfinity Series program brought in a championship with Cole Custer. With all that said, an early season penalties aside for 2024, I have been quite impressed by the performance that organization has put in, especially looking at Noah Gragson, who's been very consistent this season, even Chase Briscoe, who's been consistent this season as well. Josh Berry and that entire Ford team have put together a fantastic past few weeks, and Ryan Preece, though his season has been rocky, he's put in some pretty impressive results too. However, as of today, Tony Stewart and Gene Haas issued a joint statement about the team saying, quote, "We have made the difficult decision to close Stewart-Haas Racing at the conclusion of the 2024 season. Racing is a labor-intensive, humbling sport. It requires unwavering commitment and vast resources with a 365-day mindset to be better than everyone else. It's part of what makes success so rewarding, but the commitment needed to extract maximum performance while providing sustainability is increasingly demanding, and we've reached a point in our respective personal and business lives where it's time to pass the torch." So what do they mean by pass the torch? In my mind, that means, hey, we have 4 charters. We're going to disperse them to teams that want to grow their presence in the Cup Series. Maybe a new team jumps in and they get a charter and start to grow their presence, and they're just a new endeavor in the Cup Series. This also ties into rumors as to where these 4 drivers that are currently part of Stewart-Haas Racing could go, as well as where do these charters go. We speculated this a few weeks ago when these rumors started to surface. As of right now, the top candidate to go to the Wood Brothers team would be Chase Briscoe, filling in the number 21 for Burton, who is expected to either be demoted into the Xfinity Series or potentially move somewhere else in the Cup Series. Noah Gragson could be a potential for that 34 car at Front Row Motorsports, though I also feel like that would be a good landing place for Ryan Preece. As of right now, though, the future for Ryan Preece and Josh Berry are quite uncertain. I haven't heard any rumors as to where either one of them could go, whether they stay in the Cup Series or they move to the Xfinity or Truck Series. But I want to give up hope on them yet. Remember, their 4 charters could be dispersed anywhere in the Cup Series field. The highest speculation right now is that one would go to 2311. Front Row Motorsports might acquire another charter. And of course, Trackhouse wants to find a charter for Zane Smith, so that's kind of off the table right now, but that leaves 1 charter unaccounted for, so we're not necessarily sure where that could go, but that could house a current Stewart-Haas Racing driver that is yet to find a home for 2025. As for the futures of the Stewart-Haas Racing Xfinity Series drivers, Cole Custer and Riley Herbst, their futures are uncertain. I haven't heard any speculation as to where they could be going, so that is something that will hopefully be announced at some point in the next few months. Now the opinion part of this. Will I miss Stewart-Haas Racing? Of course. I never want to see an organization fall, crumble, etc., especially an organization like Stewart-Haas Racing. When I started watching the sport in 2016, it was one of the top teams in NASCAR, in my opinion. It was a team that I followed, and like I said at the beginning of this video, the fall from grace for me was 2021, when the performance just wasn't completely there. It's going to be very bizarre not seeing what was once a powerhouse team on the grid. It's going to be very, very weird. And my heart goes out to all the employees who put blood, sweat, and tears into this organization, the drivers that took a chance on joining this organization, especially Noah Gragson and Josh Berry, who this is their first year and their last year with Stewart-Haas Racing. It's a big deal for everybody involved, and my heart goes out to all of them, and I hope everyone finds a home in 2025 to continue their Cup Series, racing, motorsports, whatever it is, endeavors. This also got me thinking that there are going to be 4 less Ford cars in the field in 2025. Again, Front Row Motorsports is looking to acquire maybe one of these charters, so that would add again to Ford's numbers that are right now looking at being subtracted, but it's going to be interesting to see the 2025 field and the disbursement of the OEMs and who has what numbers. Of course, that means many things going into super speedway racing. You want more numbers, you want more teammates to help you when it comes time to go for the win. So I'm going to be curious to see how Ford's numbers stack up against the rest of the field in 2025. That is it though. Stewart-Haas Racing announcing today that they are ceasing their operations in the Cup Series at the end of the 2024 season. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below.